Hello, my name is Steve Summers, and I'm the Executive Director of Operations for the Waunakee Community School District. I would like to take this opportunity to share financial information regarding the November 8th referendum. The information included in this presentation has been updated based on the school board approval of the budget and tax levy for the 22-23 school year. This approval process did take place at a special school board meeting on Monday, October 24th. At a very high level, please note that the school district property tax levy for the 22-23 school year does not change based on the referendum results. The school board did approve 4 different options for the school district's budget and tax levy based on the potential outcome of the November 8th referendum. Those options include neither referendum question being approved by the public, both questions being approved by the public, question 1 being approved while question 2 is not approved, and then question 2 being approved while question 1 is not approved. So the school board has approved all 4 of those versions. Please note that the financial variable amongst those 4 options is the additional payment of our district debt. Under the scenario where neither referendum questions are approved by the public, the board will prepay or fund an additional $6.9 million in district debt service. Or those funds will be utilized to fund the referendum questions if either of them are approved by the public. And then the property tax rate moving forward does not exceed the current tax rate in this financial plan. The school board has had a goal for a consistent property tax rate across multiple school years. This has been accomplished by keeping a tax rate, which is a dollar amount per $1,000 of property value, very consistent between $10.86 and $10.89. On Monday, October 24th, the school board approved a reduction in the tax rate to $9.68. This is due to the fact that the property values in our school district community increased by 15.8% for the 22-23 school year. As a result of the 15.8% increase in values, the school board approved a budget and tax levy with a $9.68 property tax rate, with a goal of keeping the property tax amount for any household consistent, while recognizing that the tax rate itself would need to decline in order to accomplish that objective. How does the school board approach the objective of a consistent tax rate? The school board is able to use a combination of strategies to accomplish that. First of all, there is the opportunity under Wisconsin state law to pay down existing debt early. As an example, the school board paid $4.8 million of additional debt in the 21-22 school year, which resulted in approximately $1.2 million in interest cost savings for taxpayers moving forward. The school board can take advantage of low interest rates when issuing new debt. As an example of that, a school district can issue $10 million of debt per year at the lowest interest rate amount, which is called bank qualified status. That is tax exempt for those who do purchase the debt. That is the lowest rate that a school district can borrow at. And we are able to do that borrowing by December if the referendum does pass. We can also issue new debt across multiple fiscal years. That spreads out the cost over a longer period of time. The referendum plan, if approved by the public, does spread out the issuance of new debt across 4 different years to make sure that we are able to accomplish those objectives. And it's important to always note that a consistent tax rate still could result in property tax levy changes to individual properties because property tax shifts do occur between municipalities within the municipalities themselves. Property value changes to individual properties and changes in the school levy credit, which is a credit that appears on property tax bills. Here you would see some updated financial information based on the school board approval on October 24th. You will note the tax levy of $38.5 million is the same for if the referendum questions are approved or not approved. Down at the bottom of this graphic, you can see that the tax rate for the district was $10.89. So on a home that was valued at $360,000, that resulted in a school tax of $39.20. For the 22-23 school year, we are assuming that that home has an increase in value of about 12.5%. We've been able to estimate that about 12.5% of the property value increase in our community is existing homes being valued higher. If that were the case, that home would be worth about $405,000 in 22-23. When we apply the new tax rate of $9.68, that keeps a consistent school tax amount of $3,920 on that home. We have shared with the community the example financial plan for the November 8th referendum. The borrowing is spread out over a period of time between 2022 and 2026. The interest rates that were shared with the board were based on the market rates in July of 22. Certainly the interest rate market has increased since that time frame. The example financial plan assumes property value growth of 5% this October and then 3% thereafter. As we stated already, the property value growth this fall was 15.8%, and as a result, we certainly need to update this financial plan with that final information. If this referendum questions are not approved, the school board intends to repay additional debt in the amount of $6.9 million. Please note that the full financial plan is available on the district's website under the frequently asked questions document. We do encourage all members of the community to reach out with any questions that you may have. We do have a website that has information dedicated to the November 8th referendum. We also have an email address, which is wcsd_fall2022referendum@waunakee.k12.wi.us. We would be happy to get back to you as soon as possible. And you also see on the screen a number of our referendum presentations. Many of them have been recorded and are available on the district website or on a particular municipality's website as well. Thank you for taking the time to view this presentation, and please feel free to reach out with any questions that you might have.